Hey everyone, I'm here for my 28-week video. I am 7 months pregnant. I cannot believe it. I've said this for a long time that it feels like it's been going so fast this time around, except for the beginning. But now it feels like the time remaining is so little when people ask me how much longer, and I currently say 11 weeks and so many days. I mean, I get the response of, wow, that sounds really soon, and it does. We're going to be in October soon, and then I'm due in December, and the months have just been flying by lately. It's crazy. I am coming to you live from Baby's Nursery, and this is probably as much as I'll show you until everything is finalized and done. I'm really happy with how things are coming along, and I think it worked out so great that this was the color of my son's room, so I didn't have to paint it, and I think it's perfect for boy or girl. Since my last update, I feel like I've kind of turned the corner a bit. I feel really good and positive, unlike my last video. I'll just list off the symptoms I can think of right now. 3 symptoms. Obviously, no surprise, still the pelvis pain. Symptom number 2, I don't think I've ever mentioned this in any of my other videos, but I get Charlie horses only in my right leg, and quite often, at least once a week, and sometimes it's a couple days a week. Again, always in my right leg, the kind that make you wake up middle night and jump out of bed because you just feel your toes curling in. It's terrible. And the 3rd symptom, I've never mentioned before, is I have a beautiful bulging varicose vein in my leg. Yes, I have never had that in any of my other pregnancies. Luckily it's very small and it's not visible when I'm wearing shorts, so I'm hoping it doesn't become painful and it disappears after baby is born. Emotionally, I just feel so much different, and I hope it continues to get better and better and better. Hot tea. I'm a tea drinker anyway, but just here lately in the mornings, I really enjoy heating up a nice cup of tea. And another thing that sounds good that I do with it is peanut butter on some whole wheat toast, and that meal has been a meal that's always made me feel pretty good. Peanut butter keeps me full, and I don't feel, any kind of weirdness or real hunger after that. Something else that usually always sounds good to me, especially if we go to a restaurant, is Philly cheesesteaks. So that's something to remember when I look back on this. And something that has not sounded very good to me lately is chicken, which stinks because we eat chicken so many nights a week, chicken or ground turkey pretty much and everything. And I don't know, just here lately chicken just kind of tastes different, unless it's like in casserole or some kind of stir fry or something and covered with stuff, then it's usually okay, but that really stinks.
I don't know if you're going to travel. I've had a lot of good people go to and love.
Really? I had bad experiences with chiropractors. I'm so tender. Dylan, come here.
Who's that, Dylan? That's right. That's a big. Who is that?
The baby.
The baby. The baby. The baby.
Sounds fasting today.
It can fluctuate. That's what we want, actually, is fluctuation. But it's right at 130s, 140s.
2 days ago, I had my 28-week midwife appointment, and my husband and littlest one came with me, and the reason he joined me specifically was because I had to do my glucose challenge test, and it's quite different than what most of you are familiar with. Instead of drinking the sugary drink and then having your blood taken, I had to eat a 50-gram carb breakfast, I believe. So it's called. I had to eat 2 pieces of whole wheat toast with a little bit of butter, 2 eggs, 8 ounces of low-fat milk, and 4 ounces of unsweetened juice, which I had apple juice. I had to eat and drink those within a 10-minute period, and 1 hour from my last bite, I was thinking I was getting my finger pricked with instant results, but I had to be seen in a different office that day, so I ended up actually just getting the blood drawn, and I should have heard today the results, today or tomorrow. So we'll see, and obviously if I fail that one, then I will have the 3-hour glucose tolerance test that any of you who failed the first one are familiar with, where I do go to a lab, I believe, drink the sugary stuff, and then 2 to 3 hours or whatever that you get your blood taken. I have had to do that with my first son, and then with the last one, everything was good. I didn't have to do that. Surprisingly, I'm feeling optimistic, like I said, and okay with if I do end up having gestational diabetes. I'm just going to tell myself, and I should say that leading up to this, I've had a lot of anxiety about this. But now that I've had time to think about it, and I'm going to know very shortly if I have failed the first part of that test. But if I do end up having it, and it's confirmed or whatever, I'll take it as a sign that's meant to be, that I need to fix the way I'm eating to become healthier for my baby and healthier for me. So that's my mindset right now. Next video will probably come to you with, I have gestational diabetes, but hopefully not. I would really love to just fly on through this and not have to worry about it. She also, in the blood drawn, checking my platelets, which I've had a history of really, really low platelets, and checking my hemoglobin for my iron. But everything else looked good. My uterus is measuring exactly where it should be, and it has every appointment. And my blood pressure was perfect, which last time, and a couple times before, it's always a little bit high, which I think is normal for me, but it was nice to actually have like a perfect blood pressure reading. So it was a great visit. My husband hadn't talked to my midwife in quite some time now, and he was just firing off questions to her about our home birth, and what if this happens, what if the shoulders get stuck. And I told her, honestly, my only concern for me is postpartum hemorrhage, and I know it's pretty common, and I just love her. She's also a nurse practitioner, and you know, she just listed, yes, of course these things have happened, and this is how I handle them. I feel very confident in handling them. There have been very few times where we did have to transfer the hospital. It's a you know, they were very non-stressful. And everything was fine, and I just really do trust her. I feel very confident and safe, and I think, or I know that my husband felt so much better after that like hour-long appointment with her. So yeah, from now on I see her every 2 weeks already, so I'll go back at 30 weeks, 32 weeks, and then at my 35-week mark, her and her assistant midwife will come to my house for a home visit, which I am so excited and look forward to, because before we got pregnant, I always envisioned finding a midwife who would do nothing but home visits throughout the pregnancy. And because we were stationed in Germany before here, that was very, very common. Everyone I know that had a home birth had home visits throughout their pregnancy, but I don't know how common that is here in the States, and you probably have to be maybe in very, very, very busy areas, like all the areas they show in like Baby Story, like New Jersey, New York, all that stuff. But here where I live, I have to drive an hour to see the midwife will do home birth, so that's not happening. So anyway, I'm very excited about her coming to my house, and she's just going to look at it where we can put the birth pool, and just kind of, you know, get a feel. And obviously she'll know how to get here, how long it takes, all that good stuff. I've gotten some pretty cool things for the nursery lately. I feel so blessed to have people donate things to us and give us things, and I just really am so thankful, and I can't wait to have everything hung up and have our baby here, and you know, it's so wonderful. But something that I actually bought is a little wall plaque. And I really liked the whole like vintagey owl kind of thing. And then, you know, after baby's born, if it was a girl, then we'd incorporate more girly owls, of course, and if it was a boy, more boy ones, but I love this with the brown frame. And then yesterday, my dad's fiance gave me this, which was 2 smaller wall plaques, and I think it might belong together because we got them from the same store. And then she gave me like a stuffed, plush toy, stuffed animal that I can just lay on the bed or hang on the door or something. And then a couple of weeks ago when I was at IKEA, I found these little containers, which are so cute. I'll probably just put them in the closet, but little trees and little owls. The owl theme is super, super popular everywhere you go now. There's owl stuff everywhere. And my friend Sophia, hi Sophia, she came over and showered me with so many wonderful, wonderful things. This chair that I'm sitting in, this ottoman, rocker glider with the ottoman rather. I mean, there's so many things I can't even list off, but some of my favorite things, of course, this chair, which I feel like make the nursery nursery. And then she gave me 2 nursing covers, and they're really, really, really nice ones that have the hard plastic ring that helps you see your baby while you're trying to nurse. She gave me this one and this one, and she had a little boy, and she made a good point. She was like, it's still something I have to wear, an accessory for me. So even if this is a boy, then that justifies. I'm like, oh yeah, you're totally right. Wearing a girly print. And I know these aren't cheap, so I really, really appreciate that. I've never had a nursing cover. I think that is just one of many factors that contribute to a less than positive experience last time around and the time before that. So it's just these little things that will, I think, make it so much easier, because before, when I was trying to nurse in those first few difficult weeks, when we'd be out and about, I'd have to take the baby up the stairs or to a different room by myself, and just lonely, and you're struggling anyway. So yeah. And then my friend Anna loaned me these really cool tank tops. They are for nursing. You can unclip them from the top, you can unclip them from the bottom, and the coolest part you can't tell until you look inside, but there is an elasticy band kind of mid-stomach, and it helps, you put your baby in it, you wear your baby inside the shirt. I think that was just so cute for those first, couple weeks, and while you're at home lounging, and then, skin to skin, and then, time to nurse, and then it works too. So cool. And like I said, it's just these things. I never had a tank top for nursing. I never had a bra for nursing. I really didn't have anything. I know you don't need any of those things, but just my history of struggling, I think these things will be very, very, very helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.